Let's do the review problems that are on page 36. One half times 1/8, number one. Multiplying fractions, just go straight across. 1/16. Will that simplify down at all? No? Two. 1/2 times 1/5 plus 3. What do I do there?
Add the 5 and the 3 together first.
Okay, I need to add the 5 and the 3 together, so this will turn into 1/2 times 1/8, right? 5 plus 3, 8. Now what should I do?
Now just times it through.
Okay, multiply across. 1/16. Subtract 1/3 times 2/3 plus 1. What do I do first?
Change the 3 minus 1 to 2/3.
Okay, so 3 minus 1 becomes 2/3 times
2/4.
2/4.
Let's simplify that.
Can I?
And 2 off the 2 and the 4 out.
Okay. 1, 2.
It's 2/6 or 1/3. Oh.
So 1 times 2 is 2. And then 3 times 2 is 6. And then will 2 6 simplify? Both divisible by 2. 1/3. So if you have a problem that says take this to the lowest possible form, you need to simplify as far as you can. So 2/6 is the correct answer, but is that the most simplified form? No. All right, number 4. 1/2 divided by 1/8. What's the rule when I am dividing fractions? Split the second term. So 1/2 times 8/1.
2 or 5 minutes or 4.
Okay, I can simplify from this step. 2 goes into itself once, goes into 8 4 times. We'll multiply straight across. 4/1, is that the most simplified way to write that? Just the 4. So any number over itself is 1. Any number over 1 is itself. Because they're reciprocals. Very good. 5. 1/3 plus 2/3. So adding fractions. What's the rule when I'm adding fractions? Common denominator. I picked that for one more time. Common denominator. Do I have a common denominator?
Yes.
Yes. What is it?
3.
Okay, so I'm working with thirds. 1 plus 2.
3.
3. What's another way to rewrite 3/3?
1.
1. Number 6. 1/3 minus 2/3. All right, same with addition. I need a common denominator. Do I have one?
Yes.
Yes. So working with thirds. 1 minus 2. -1. -1/3. Can I write it like this?
Sure.
Can I write it like this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, they all mean the same thing. 7. 2/3 minus 1/3. So, do I have a common denominator?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm working with thirds. 2 minus 1? 1. 1/3. Is that as simple as it goes? Yes. 8. 1/2 plus 2/3. So I'm adding fractions. What do I need? Is that a common denominator?
No.
No. So what's the lowest number? Those will both go into
6.
6. So how do I turn those into 6?
2 times, well, then the first 1/2 into the bottom is 6.
Okay. So times both top and the bottom by 3. So I end up with 3/6. And how about my second fraction? What do I need to times it by to turn it into 6? 2? So 2 times 2 is 4. 6. So 3/6 plus 4/6. 7/6. What's the name of a fraction that has a bigger number on top? Improper. So I want to change that into a proper fraction or a mixed number.
6 divided by
So-
7 divided by 6.
6 will go into 7 how many times?
1 and 1.
Once, and then there's 1/6 left over. Okay. So I went from an improper fraction to a mixed number. Number 9 is 1/3 minus 1/2. Okay, subtracting fractions. What do I need on the bottom? Common denominator. 6 again. So multiply by 3 and 2. So 2/6 minus 3/6.
Negative 1/6.
-1/6. 10. 1/4 plus 3/8. Common denominator first. Which one should I use? 8. So what do I multiply to turn a 4 into an 8? 2. So 2/8 plus 3/8. 5/8. Will that simplify it all? No. 11 is 1/4 times brackets -1/2. Multiplying fractions, what's the rule? Do I need to flip it to multiply?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, you can just go straight.
Okay, straight across. So 1 times 1, and then 4 times 2, 8, and then a negative somewhere on there. Will that simplify down? No? Okay. 12 brackets 3/4 times 1/2 plus 5/8. Alright, what's my first step here?
3 times 1 is 3.
Okay, remember PEMDAS? Get rid of your parentheses. So 3 times 1, 3. 4 times 2, 8. So then I'll have 3/8 plus 5/8. Do I have a common denominator?
Yep.
Yes. So 3 plus 5?
8.
8 over 8, or 1. $13. 3/16 plus 1/32 plus 1/4 minus 1/8 equals. Okay. Adding and subtracting. What do I need?
Common denominator.
I need a common denominator. What should it be? Okay, that's my lowest common denominator, is a 32. So how do I turn 16ths into 32nds?
Done the budget.
Okay, times by 2. So 6 32nds plus 1 32nd About the 4, how do I turn that into 30 seconds? By 8. So 8, 30 seconds. And then what about the 8?
-4.
Times by 4. Minus 4, 30 seconds. Now what?
Add them together.
Add them together. So 6 plus 1
7,
plus 8
15,
minus 4.
11.
11, 30 seconds. Will that simplify?
No.
Nope. $14. 1 divided by 1/9. So multiply. Now I use, what's it called when I flip it? Reciprocal. So flip it over, use the reciprocal.
Turn the 1 into an improper fraction.
Okay, I can turn that into a fraction, make it easier. Then multiply straight across. 9 over 1, or 9. $15. 2 divided by 1/3. What do I do with that 1/3?
Multiply by the reciprocal.
Okay, flip it over and multiply by the reciprocal. Put a 1 under my 2, make it easy. 2 times 3, 6. 1 times 1, 1. Two divided by -1/3. Rewrite it, flip it over, put a 1 under my 2, -6 over 1, or -6.
Oh.
You okay?
So,
Okay.
just a question.
17, 1/3 divided by 2. So what's my second term there that I need to flip over?
The 2.
The 2. What's it really over? A 1. So when I flip it over, what does it turn into?
1/2.
1/2. 1/3 times 1/2. Multiply straight across. Will it simplify?
Nope.
Nope. 18, 1/3 divided by a -1/2. What should I do? Flip it over. 1/3 times 2 over 1, negative. Multiply straight across. -2 over 3. Will that simplify? Nope. 19, 1/2 pi times 2. What do I do with that little pi sign? What's the value for pi?
3.14.
3.14. So I need to substitute that in. 1 over 2 times 3.14 times 2. So 2 times 3.14, 6.28.
Why can't you reduce before you do that?
What do I want to reduce?
Because the pi is right against it, you have to do it would be the same thing as having a bracket next to it, which we have to do first before you can reduce.
So let's do it both ways and see what happens. So I have 1 over 6.28 times 2 over 1. So that will turn into 2 over 6.28. So how do we simplify that down?
1 over 3.14.
1 over 3.14, or 1 over pi. So if I go back to this step, can I simplify here? How do I do it?
Cross cancel the 2's.
Okay, my 2's cancel out 'cause they're diagonal from each other. And I'm left with
1 over pi.
1 over pi. Okay. So whenever we're working with fractions, we can cancel terms out as long as they are diagonal from each other. So this term and this term can cancel, or this term and this term can cancel. $20 is 1 over pi times 1 over 2. Can I simplify it all? No? So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 over 2 pi, or 1 over 6.28. $21 is 1/4 plus 0.33. So here's our first chance to do conversions. We need to either convert the fraction into a decimal or the decimal into a fraction.
It would be easier to convert the fraction to the decimal.
How come?
Because if you divide 1 by 4, it's 0.25, which is easier than trying to convert.
Okay, so this is a
33%.
fraction that we are all familiar with. 1/4 equals 0.25. So what's 0.25 plus 0.33?
0.58.
Okay, 0.58. Now let's do it the other way, see if we get the same thing. Okay.
1/4 plus 3/300.
Okay, so write 2 places after the decimal, so I need 2 zeros plus 33/100. Okay, do I have a common denominator?
No.
How do I get one?
Times 4 by 25.
Okay, I need to turn that into hundreds. So times by 25. So I'll have 25/100 plus 33/100 equals 58/100. And if I want to change that back to a decimal, because it's over 100ths, how many decimal spots should I have? 2. So 1, 2. There we go. So it works either way. It's really your preference unless it specifies.
On the test, would it matter?
No, and if it does, it will specify.
Okay, and if
Answer
we
needs to
choose,
be in fraction format.
okay, if we choose to do it in the fraction, and we have 5800ths, would the correct answer be reduced?
Can we reduce
2900.
58?
50ths.
Would reduce down to 29/50ths. Will that reduce any farther? No.
But would 5800ths be correct?
If I'm correcting, yes. I can't guarantee for everybody else. 22 is 1/8 plus 0.125. So you can convert. Which one do we want to convert? They're the same. Are they the same? 0.125, 1/8? Okay. So this is really 1/8 plus 1/8, which equals 2/8 or 1/4. Is 0.25 minus 0.75 plus 0.5. I'm adding decimals. So 0.25 and 0.5 are both positive, so I can rewrite this if I want. 0.25 plus 0.5, and then which was my negative? 0.75 minus 0.75. Does that make it easier? So it's 0.75 minus 0.75, or
Could you go 0.3 minus 0.7?
no, because where, if I add these two together, how do I add? Remember, I have to line up my place values. So 5 plus nothing is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. So it's not 3.0. This is really a 5.0. If you want to keep all your numbers of places the same, you can always add in zeros.
So this one could be added 2.5 plus, or 0.25 plus 0.50. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, so 0.25 plus 0.5 equals 0.75. So if I have 0.75 minus 0.75, what did I end up with? 0. $24.125 over 1.25 minus 0.75. How should I approach a problem like that?
Calculate the math on the bottom first.
Okay, the math can be done independently of each other. So the top and the bottom are really separate numbers, so I can do whatever I want to one and not worry about the other yet. Okay? So in this case, I want to simplify my denominator. What's 1.25 minus 0.75? 0.5. So this will change into 0.125 over 0.5. What should I do at that point?
Don't you divide them?
Can I simplify? Yes?
That way,
Okay, how can I simplify here?
5 goes into 125. 49.
Okay, so 5 will go into 125 how many times?
25.
25.
40.
So it's equals 0.2.
0.25. Is that what it is?
What, you accept a 1/4 for an answer in the fraction form?
Or 1/4. Right, they mean the same thing? Okay, last one, then we'll take a break. 25 is brackets 0.1 times brackets negative 3.5 on top all over 0.52 minus 0.45 on bottom. Okay, so top and bottom are separate creatures. Which one do I want to start with? Top, okay. So grab a calculator. 0.1 times negative 3.5. What do we end up with? Negative 0.35. Negative 0.35, and then how about down on bottom? What do we end up with?
0.07.
0.07. Will those simplify?
Yeah, negative 5.
Yes. Right? 7 will go into 35 5 times, and because this is a negative, here's my answer. Negative 5. All right, team. 10-minute break.
Thanks.
We'll come back and go through complex fractions.
You know what?